Okay, hey guys, Nish Cook here. This is going to be a very quick video I make about the Game Awards. I'm going to be voting for my choices here in this like pre-recorded video, I guess, plus giving my thoughts on some of the nominees, because I did this last year, so I thought it would be fun to do it again this year, because this is probably one of the best, if not the best year of video games of all time. So yeah, if you enjoy video games, especially Nintendo and RPG games like Tears of the Kingdom, Xenoblade Chronicles, Zelda, some of the games mentioned here, hit the like button, subscribe for more content like this. Let's get started. Game of the year. This is hilarious because last 2 years, 2021 and 2022, I predicted all the Game of the Year nominees except for one, and the same thing happened this year. So in 2021, I had Monster Hunter Rise instead of It Takes Two. I predicted everything else. In 2022, I had Bayonetta 3 instead of Plague Tale Requiem, and I predicted everything else. This year, I had Final Fantasy 16 instead of Resident Evil 4, even though I secretly kind of felt like Resident Evil 4 deserved it more than Final Fantasy 16. And I'm really happy that Resident Evil 4 got in. I think it is a very deserving nomination. So out of all these, I'm very happy that all of these made it. Like Alan Wake 2, that's kind of like, I won't say a sleeper hit, but it just kind of came out of nowhere. That's great. Baldur's Gate 3, I have not played it, unfortunately. I might give it a shot next year. Some of my friends are saying, hey, we might do a campaign together, so might as well give it a shot. You guys know I love Spider-Man. I mean, I do like teaser for something coming in the future. I have a Spider-Man EXP podcast episode coming. I don't think I've talked about Spider-Man much on the channel, but that's happening. Mario Wonder, Tears of the Kingdom. My vote's gotta go to this, but yeah. Oh, that's fancy. But Tears of the Kingdom, yes. Real quick about Mario Wonder is another game I haven't given a shot this year yet, and that's just because I've been playing so many other games. Spider-Man happened as well. I've been really busy with other things, but I'm really glad to see a Zelda and Mario game nominated, and especially Mario Wonder, because like when I saw Mario Wonder announced, I was like, hey, this game is like an October game. It could be in the Game of the Year conversation. And I was just saying conversation, and it's really nice to see a 2D Mario game nominated for Game of the Year, just like how Metroid Dread was nominated for Game of the Year 2021, so that's nice. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is mine though. I will say something real quick before I keep going. Tears of the Kingdom has been getting a little bit of, I wouldn't say flack or negativity, but people are just coming around and saying like, oh, now versus earlier this summer, there's a little more negativity surrounding it. I always hear people say, Tears of the Kingdom was good, but Spider-Man or Baldur's Gate or Resident Evil 4 was better, or something like that. And yeah, that's fine, like you can have your preferences and stuff. But I think, yeah, Baldur's Gate might get Game of the Year. I think it is, like, I wouldn't say it's a surefire, like, confirmed thing, but I think people are sort of forgetting how amazing this game was, Tears of the Kingdom, and I just kind of want to put it back into perspective that this game is on the Switch. All the ARM abilities are just mind-blowing. I still can't believe a lot of those ARM abilities were done the way that they were done, and it's just incredible that they got this game running and performing and just doing well on the Switch. And if Baldur's Gate 3 does get Game of the Year, I hope that Tears of the Kingdom gets Best Game Direction, because just optimizing this game for the Switch, having 3 layers of vertical exploration on the Switch, having ARM abilities, Ultra Hand, Fuse, Ascend, Recall. I think people just, I wouldn't say that they forgot that these existed, but like, I feel like people, when they talk about Tears of the Kingdom's negativity, they talk of course, the story. The story is one thing, yeah, of course, like, I have issues with the story, but gameplay-wise, a lot of people are saying, oh, it's just Breath of the Wild, but like repurposed. And I find so many people saying that again, and it's just weird. Like, what happened to everyone playing around with Ultra Hand? What happened to people finding new ways to explore with Ascend? What happened to people fusing different things to their weapons and their shields to diversify combat? What happened to all that? What happened to the amazing vertical exploration from the sky to the surface to the depths? What happened to all the surface changes? Think about how many surface changes there were. I think people, I wouldn't say that they forgot, but I think people are just kind of not really thinking about a lot of that and just defaulting to, it was just Breath of the Wild again, nothing new, nothing revolutionary. Well, the revolutionary thing was, I'm not seeing any other video game in this world doing things that the ARM abilities in Tears of the Kingdom are doing. So, again, best game direction. Baldur's Gate 3, though, is really opening things up for a lot of people to try character RPGs like Baldur's Gate or Dungeons and Dragons, but I would need to try the game out for myself to see what unique things it's doing, because people are praising the side quests, people are praising the options, people are praising a lot of things that I frankly have seen in other RPGs. So nothing has really blown me away with Baldur's Gate. And again, I always see Tears of the Kingdom in the conversation when it comes to popularity. Baldur's Gate, I only see it talked about when talking about like Game of the Year discussions, but those are the two biggest things out of the way first. Best narrative, I don't know why this is in here. I have something to say about that later. I'll wait for it later on, maybe near the end of this video. Final Fantasy 16, cool. I've played only these two games. Oh, that's tough. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, but I also love the story of Final Fantasy 16. I think I gotta give it to Spider-Man, though. I think I loved Spider-Man's pacing. I loved its narrative. I loved the characters. I loved how they did Harry Osborn and how they did Venom and all that stuff. So I'm gonna give it to Spider-Man here, even though Final Fantasy 16 had a great narrative as well. What's next? Best art direction. Ooh, Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi Rush was a sleeper hit this year. I loved having that game like do a lot of the stuff that it did. It's honestly one of my game of the years. It is actually in my top 5. I think I talked about that in another video of mine. Lies of P. Oh, cool. Art direction. Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2 is a very interesting game. So I have Alan Wake 1 on my shelf. I need to give that a shot because I might want to try Alan Wake 2 maybe sometime next year. I don't know. It doesn't really look like my kind of game, but it's good that it's getting the praise that it is, and I've heard that the narrative is very, very profound, very, very good in that game. I guess I'll give it to Hi-Fi Rush, I guess. I like the art style in this. Even though the Zonai stuff and the Zonai look in Tears of the Kingdom looks really awesome as well. And Mario Wonder with all the Wonder Seed stuff, that looks amazing. What is next? Oh, best score and music. Tears of the Kingdom, sure. I don't think the score was anything like significantly better than what else is here. I might give it to, oh boy, this is tough between these two. I'll give it to Masayoshi Soken for having some awesome boss battle themes, like the Titan theme, the Bahamut theme, all that stuff. Awesome score and music for Final Fantasy 16. Alright, what's next? Audio design. I heard a lot of people saying that Armored Core 6 should have been here, and I agree. I also think Tears of the Kingdom should have been here, but I mean, yeah, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom kind of go really in-depth into that audio design stuff, so it would have been nice to see Tears of the Kingdom here, but that's whatever. Let's see. Hi-Fi Rush or Marvel's Spider-Man was the only two games I played. Resident Evil 4 must have had really good audio design as well. Dead Space might honestly take this award. Dead Space is all about audio design, but I think Alan Wake is going to take it. Hi-Fi Rush. I like the audio design in Hi-Fi Rush, especially with like how the guitar sounded, how impactful it sounded when you hit something, and how like every single thing around you is playing by the rhythm. So that was amazing with Hi-Fi Rush. Let's see what else we got here. Best performance. Where's Matt Mercer? Where's Matt Mercer as Ganondorf? I think he deserved to be in here as Ganondorf. Ben Starr, Yuri Lowenthal. Who, tough choice. I think I'll give it to Yuri Lowenthal, honestly. I think Ben Starr is winning. I think Yuri Lowenthal was my preferred performance of this year. Yeah, Mr. Spider-Man, Mr. Peter Parker did amazing as like normal Peter Parker as well as symbiote Peter. He, my friend calls him Bully Lowenthal because we got Bully Maguire, now we got Bully Lowenthal, so yeah. Innovation in accessibility. This is, Forza Motorsport would most likely get something like this, I think, because Xbox and PlayStation, Xbox as well here with Hi-Fi Rush, they do very, very good with their accessibility options. I haven't really explored the accessibility in these two games. I've not even played Forza Motorsport, but Forza I've heard does very good with accessibility. I'm gonna give it to Spider-Man though. I was tinkering around with the accessibility in that game's menu for quite a while now, whenever I was playing with the game. When I was playing the game earlier in October. Games for Impact, oh boy. So Venba is a game that I have not played yet, but I know it's gonna really hit home with me because it basically tells a story that I really, really relate to, actually. Pro-social meaning or message. Okay, I'll give it to Venba because, I mean, I'm Indian. I know I'm gonna like the game. From what I've seen of the game, I know I will relate to it a lot because of the story and what happens. I will play the games very soon. I will play this game very soon, though. This is a rare exception in which I'm voting for a game I did not play. Independent game. I have not played any of these. I've not played this, but I played Sea of Stars, and I loved it. It is one of my top 5 favorite games of this year, and I'm gonna vote for it because I really hope it wins this category. Best indie debut game? Pizza Tower. One of my friends loves Pizza Tower. I might give that a shot eventually, but I want to choose Venba for this as well. Skip that. Best action game. If I had played Armored Core 6, I would vote for it. I'm rooting for it to win. I want it to win. I think it should win. I'm gonna vote for Hi-Fi Rush though, because I did play the game and I did enjoy the game. I didn't even know Ghost Runner 2 came out this year, so that's interesting. I really think Armored Core 6 deserves to be a best action game winner though. I also was wondering, is Final Fantasy 16 going to be an RPG or is it going to be an action? So it looks like it is an RPG. I have some opinions about that category when we get to that. Best action adventure. I played these two games. I love both of these games. Tears of the Kingdom is one of my favorite games of all time though, so I think it deserves it. I think it's gonna get this award. At least I hope it will. Best RPG. Alright. So, best RPG and best score, I have something I want to say. The Game Awards, aside from these two games here, has a heavy Western bias. I talked about this last year with Xenoblade related events. Future Redeemed is not on here. I don't care. I don't really want to talk about that because I just don't really feel like talking about it right now. But what I do want to talk about is a game that I didn't play this year, and it's mostly just because I didn't get the chance to and I didn't have the time. But I'm really, really planning on playing it because I know I'm going to love it, which I was really actually hoping would be in Best RPG and in Best Original Score. and I had a very, like, I thought I had a really good chance of being in here, and that is Octopath Traveler 2. It is nowhere to be seen in this entire Game Awards nomination list, and sure, like, this year had a lot of competition. There's a lot of good games that got nominated, a lot of good games that deserve the spots in this nomination list, but it just feels weird to have Starfield on here and not Octopath Traveler 2, when so many people have given perfect scores to Octopath 2. So many people have said this is one of the best RPGs of the modern generation. So many people have said this is one of the best RPGs of this year. So many people I've talked to, so many people I've seen online who have made videos, who have posted their opinions, who have talked in other gaming circles have said that this is their game of the year. Of course, it's not going to be out of the 6 game of the years in the Keeley Awards. It's not going to be in best game direction or anything, but at least best RPG, at least best score, nothing. No Octopath Traveler 2, we got Starfield instead. I'll give it to Final Fantasy 16 Sea of Stars. I'll give it to Sea of Stars. I enjoyed this game quite a bit, so I'm gonna give it its vote. I'm really sad for Octopath 2. I'm really sorry to the people who love that game. I really was hoping that game would make it in. Oh, this one's interesting. I didn't expect to see Advance Wars here. Didn't expect to see Pikmin here. I didn't expect to see Fire Emblem here. I am very happy to see Engage get at least one nomination. Even though it wasn't in Best RPG, it's in Best Sim and Strategy. And I enjoyed Fire Emblem Engage. Probably the best gameplay in the entire Fire Emblem series, so that's great. Most anticipated game, where's Persona 3 Reload? I don't even remember what this game is. Star Wars Outlaws. Hades 2, that's interesting. I don't remember if that had a release date, but that's cool that Hades 2 is coming. Tekken 8, yep. A lot of my friends are really hyped for Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth or Yakuza 8, and that looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I will choose Final Fantasy VII Rebirth though, because that game looks incredible and I'm very, very excited to play it. Let's see, what is next? Content Creator of the Year. I don't know any of these people. The only person I know is Quackity, and the reason I know him is because of that Mr. Beast hide and seek silly controversy stuff. So, oh yeah, this is all a snooze fest. I don't really care about any of this stuff, and is that it? Is that it? Let's see. That's it. I voted on everything I could vote for, I guess. So yeah, those are my picks for the Game Awards 2023. I am planning a podcast episode for sometime releasing next week. I'm not really sure when. I will figure that out. I'm trying to get some people on that podcast episode to talk about some of the stuff that we've seen here. Not every single nomination, just probably like some of these big ones in this top row, and then some down here. Not every single thing, and we'll just talk about some of our favorite games of the year. And yeah, I think it'll be a fun time whenever this show happens. I think it's on December 7th. I'll try to live stream it. I'm planning something with my buddy Skylink Shock for that, so keep a lookout for an announcement on when and if I do that. But otherwise, let me know what your votes are down in the comments below. What do you think of these 6 Game of the Year nominees? I am very happy that these 6 were chosen. I think they all deserve a spot here, and this is one of the best years of gaming of all time. I really think it was a really standout year for video games. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think about my choices, what your choices are, and what your favorite games of 2023 are. This is Nishquick signing off. Have a great day. Go play some great games today, like a good game from 2023, one of these 6 games, I guess. I'll see you guys in the next one later. Hey guys, this is Nishquick. Thank you so much for watching that video, and if you enjoyed it, check out these 2 videos on the left, and if you aren't subscribed, why not hit that subscribe button on the way out? I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day, and see you later.